Let's be real. Dating today is a mess. But what if you had the right questions to skip the games and build authentic connections with people? That's what we're going to talk about today. Questions that help you create real connections instead of wasting time. Let's get into it. What's going on, Imani?
Hey, not
Hey,
much.
let's toast to a good show. Let's start it there. Yes.
Cheers.
Yeah. So, dating in today's time.
Yes.
One, if you had to rate it 1 through 10 based on your personal experience, not all the online stuff,
Yeah,
the
just
riff
my
raff,
personal.
the Cheesecake Factory and the date, all the BS. Your personal experience. What's your personal experience? 1 to 10.
I want to say dating right now can be anywhere from a good 6 to 8.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
10 is being the best. You in six
Yes.
to eight?
Yep. I'm in. Me personally, I'm in 6 to 8. It's a
Hmm.
little. It's a little kinks,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to knock the people that actually are trying and doing. So I get to experience a little of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. We're gonna toast it 6 to 8. I love that because everybody be talking like it's ones and twos out here.
It's trash,
Man, that's what they keep talking about.
but they don't ever want to talk about what makes it trash on their end.
That part, but don't get me started. As soon as I start talking about accountability, they come for my neck. They
Okay.
talk about, I'm letting the guys off easy. I'm right there like, or the guys saying I'm letting the women off easy because I talk about both equally.
Right, right.
It's work to be done on both ends.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So y'all know the name of the game. We're gonna start with some little icebreaker questions,
let's do it.
back and forth,
Let's do
and then
it.
we're gonna go into some deeper questions from my book, and go from there.
All right, sounds good.
I'm gonna give you the honor of starting first.
Okay. Have you ever ghosted someone and why? Because I need to know. I need to know this
Dang.
from my personal experience. What's up with the
Ooh.
ghosting? Why is that a thing now?
Okay, ghosting. I will say yes.
You have.
Yes,
Hmm.
I have ghosted somebody before. Um, I've been doing a lot better as of late
Uh-huh.
because I'm very like my book is centered around communication. So,
Absolutely.
but beforehand, I would definitely ghost somebody if the vibe was off.
Okay.
If the sex was off, because we got to that point and the sex was
Right.
just trash or whatever the case may be, I'm right there like, yeah, I didn't feel that connection between us. So I'm right there like,
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna do that again. So I would just my ghosting is a little different though. Like I don't just cold turkey. It's like you text me. Normally I would have texted back, but now I'm right there like,
It's a little dry.
it's very dry.
Okay. Gotcha.
So what I used to do would be even when I stopped talking to somebody,
Uh-huh.
I would like hopefully they get the hint. For me, ghosting is like, I'm going to scale back and hope
On
they
the
get the
romantic
hint.
part.
No, communication period.
Okay.
Like normally you would call, I'm answering, you texting, I'm texting back, because I'm a quick texter.
Okay.
Then I just like, you texted me earlier in the day and I like text you at night, my bad, I was so busy today.
Yeah.
But I'm about to go to bed. Like,
Right.
or like just be very dry. Then they're like, oh, when I'm gonna see you again? I'm right to like, and I'm so busy. I got all this stuff coming up.
Right.
And like hopefully they will eventually get the hint or get to the point where it's like, what happened? Like, why you ain't texting me back? And I write like, man, for real, it's just the vibe. I ain't been feeling it.
Mhm.
Like it's just go with the flow. The
Mhm.
flow just ain't been flowing. The vibe ain't been vibing.
And again, let me just make sure you're talking about previous. You're not talking about this is something that you're doing.
No. Previous.
Right
Yeah,
now.
this is back
Okay.
in the
I'm just
back in
making
the
sure.
day.
Okay.
Back in the day.
I'm just making sure.
Now I communicate like, you know what?
Yes.
My
Because
friend,
that was my next question. Like, why not just say it?
because I was afraid to hurt people's feelings.
You know what? That's honest.
Yeah, for sure.
I
That was
can
my
appreciate
reason.
that.
I don't know about anybody. My reason is I do not like hurting women's feelings. Like people be trying to invite me to the pop the balloon thing. Adam, you need to be on the pop balloon. I cannot stand there and look at a woman in the face and we're like, you're not my type, or it was your shoes, or
Oh yeah.
I cannot do that. So
Those
like, I'm
little
not doing that.
YouTube video
Yeah,
things.
when they pop the balloon.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I'm not telling
yeah.
somebody why I don't like them. I can't do it.
Right.
Like even in real life, somebody comes up to me like, "Oh, you're so handsome." Like I got a girlfriend. I'm engaged actually.
Yeah.
Even though I'm single as fuck, like I'm not gonna tell you
Right.
like, nah, I'm good. You know my type, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just recently watched those and I wasn't well, I watched one and I wasn't aware kind of like what the dynamic was
Uh huh.
completely. But to me, it just doesn't do anything but show how shallow
As
you
fuck.
are.
As fuck. Yeah,
Like
for
I'm like,
sure.
okay, these people are really just shallow.
That's what it be. That's what reveals the shallowness of people.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay,
Normally I would go negative, but we're gonna go positive.
gotcha.
What is the best date
Mm.
you have ever been on?
Mm.
And what made it the best date?
Mm. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna sit while you
This is
think about that.
recent.
Recent?
It was recent.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to him. um, we had first seen each other. We went to high school together.
Okay.
We haven't seen each other in a long time. We seen each other one night at a bar, just coincidental, you know. So he got my number. First, the way he got my number was so player. He's like, yes, I have a kid. We're talking about our kids, and and he's like, well, let me get your number for a play date. And I was like, okay. And I mean, to me, that was just like number one out the gate. I'm like, that's what's up.
Right.
Like, I'm a single mom, I have a kid. So I'm like, okay, you're attentive to that. That was sweet. So to be frank with you, we both needed a break, needed a vacation, needed some time away.
Right.
One little dinner date wasn't gonna do it. So he's like, what do you have planned next weekend? I'm like, nothing much. He says, find an Airbnb, I'll book it. And I found one and he booked it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. With no problem, no question. He wasn't like asking anything of me. It was very easy, it was very natural. Now I did do my part. I bought the champagne, Bel Air, nothing, no $10, champagne, right. Something nice. I make sure I look nice. I got my hair done, brought my own flowers, just to set the mood. Right. And we spent a weekend in the cabin. It was one of the best weekend kind of dates that I went on because it was our second date. We were just getting to know each other, fill each other out, but at the same time, spending time doing something that was outside of the city, different. Yeah,
outside of the norm, too.
You know what I'm saying? It was just, he shocked me. I had never had somebody say.
He set the bar high.
No,
I give that a 25 out of 10. Like,
I never had somebody say that.
Baby, fuck a date. We're going for the weekend.
Okay, he said, pick the Airbnb. I'll book it.
Toast to that. Okay.
Toast to booking things in advance.
Okay.
Being prepared. I love that.
All right. I love that.
So, what is one of the most famous pickup lines? Not like the corny ones off the movies. Like the ones you say when you actually see a bad bitch in front of you. Yes.
Oh,
what's one of the one? No pickup lines, no starter offers, no conversation starters.
You know what?
No approaching what?
Weird fact about me.
Okay.
I cannot, in real life, approach a woman that initiate a conversation with them.
Shut up. I would have never guessed that about you.
Actually, it doesn't only limit to women. It's like people, period. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, but like even like networking things, they'd be like, Adam, this is a networking thing. We're like, what I'm gonna do? Just go around, stand around, and hopefully I see somebody I know and I'm talk to them, and then they talk to some other people, and then I talk to the other people because they like I anxiety or something. Like when I think about talking to initiate a conversation with somebody that I don't know. Fun fact.
Cheers. Being the founder of Street Meat. But yeah.
But on social media, I don't say to pick up lines on there either. Yeah. That's fun fact.
Okay, do you do like a like on a story? A heart, something. Do you do
I really can't count social media because I talk so much shit.
Okay.
That I can't even really consider a pickup line. Like, so somebody might post a story and I might say something clever and silly just because I'm clever and silly. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head right now.
But essentially, it is supposed to be like a hook and liner, no? Or you just...
Mm.
Like, do you say the smart and witty things, you know, because you're trying to, or is it just very natural? You just want to compliment or say something.
Another fun fact.
Okay.
You're gonna get all the fun
Rolling
facts.
out these fun facts.
All right, so
today.
another fun fact is people used to call me a flirt, and I hated it.
Uh-huh.
They're like, I'm not a flirt. I just talk shit.
Right.
I'm not a flirt. I just like naturally talking shit. I'm just silly, funny, cool, talk shit.
Yeah.
And literally, I want to say it was like 6-7 years ago. I actually looked up the definition for flirt, and the definition actually says like someone who something. I'm gonna put the definition on there, but basically it says like with no. It ends with no intention to take things further.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I'm right like, damn, I am a motherfucking flirt. Because that's all that I talk shit. Is funny.
Right.
Even people who aren't my type.
Yes.
Cute. Like I just naturally just talk shit. So I have to say that there has been times.
Okay.
Where I was talking shit and somebody was right there like, well, what's up? I'm right there like, oh,
yeah, more.
I didn't expect you to say okay to that, but okay, like, or some shit. I think it would have been some stuff like, they said like they might have posted their favorite food or something crazy stuff like that. I'm right there like, oh, I cook that on a regular basis. And they were like, oh yeah, make me some. I'm right there like,
yeah, so we gonna cook for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, shit. I wasn't expecting you to like that wasn't a pickup, but
especially on social media, I think women like yes, we leave those. I want to call them doors. I mean, I think people call them thirst traps. Women like to leave those kind of doors just a little creeped open to just to see who's gonna respond,
who's gonna
what they're gonna say.
Okay,
yes. You know, who's gonna come knock, who's gonna come peeking. You know, sometimes I get a like, sometimes I get eyes with a like.
Okay.
Sometimes I get the witty comedy talking shit type of, but they want to respond. So it's very interesting to hear the other side of that.
Yeah. All right. You're getting all the fun facts. Let's go. Let's go. And these are just questions from my book. I just had to put them on paper because I didn't want to hold the book. What's one quirky habit about you that people find surprising? Quirky habit, quirky thing that you do.
Yeah. I don't know what falls under the definition of quirky, but I'll give you two things that surprise people when they met me.
Mm-hmm.
I love documentaries.
Okay.
I love documentaries.
Serial killer documentaries or...
I'm sorry?
Serial killer documentaries?
All of them.
Okay.
Serial killer, politic, black girl hair.
Okay.
White man politic. I mean, all of it.
Okay.
If like anything that's showing me something, showing me why, going in detail. I mean, I love it. Okay. I will sit there and actually watch it. And if I see a new one on Netflix, I'm excited to watch it and I want to. That's one of the quirky things about me. Like, I love a good documentary. They just do something like my brain's like a sponge. I just want to soak it all up. So then in random conversation, when someone might be talking about the topic and or not, I don't know, whatever. And I just want to throw some facts out there. I can. Okay. So yeah, I love me a documentary. All and right. Yes, I want to say too, I don't know if this is quirky, but I am so particular about having towels and wash rags in my home.
Oh, go deeper on that. What you mean?
I like to have lots of towels and wash rags clean and folded in my closet, and I'm gonna tell you why.
A lot of them, like you just got hella. Like what's a lot?
Yes.
So I only got like 5.
Oh no, I have like anywhere from 10 to 15.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And reason being is I have family that depend on me. They always come over.
Okay.
They might want to shower in.
No one comes over my house. So those 5 are like me and 2 kids.
I wish, but I wish it was like that, but I kind of do like being that person because we don't have that person. So I am that person.
Okay.
If people need to come in, shower real quick, go out.
So yeah, you got to be ready for them.
You know,
that makes sense.
If I'm dating someone, they come over. They our date was just intense. I don't know.
Right,
just anything. I like for that to be a bit. I don't know. It's something.
If our date was intense, correlate with rags. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go down that. If our date was intense,
because I'm a fun person. We could be bowling. We could be kayaking.
Okay,
we could be outdoors.
There we go.
That's what I mean.
Okay, I just had to see where you were going with that. All right.
I mean, it could be intense in other ways, but
okay.
That's what specifically what I was getting. But no, little quirky facts. I'm a little different.
I like it.
Yeah, people have to really take the time and space to get to know.
Glad you use that word, time and space.
Yes, for sure.
For sure. That.
Yeah, people have the time, but they don't always be in the mental space nor in the physical space to always receive and absorb.
The right space.
You know what I'm saying?
Some spaces you can't really get deep with people. Okay?
No, actually, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so I got a question for you.
She just saying fuck these people at this point. This is okay. I'm scared. Hold on. Go ahead. Let me drink before you even ask.
Because I'm only really asking. I know I said something about this earlier, and I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but I want to know what's your biggest ick? Just that'd be like, turn me off.
Fuck.
I mean, see now I know, the fair skin complexion people sometimes they have bigger icks than people. That's just what people say. People say it.
That's not a real thing.
Kind of is. I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
People say I act more like my blacker side, but okay.
I believe you.
Biggest ick. I mean, I have a lot of icks. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'm saying that can just be like, no. You out with somebody and it's like.
Okay. There we go. Poor hygiene.
Okay.
I think that was top tier, and I was chit chat with somebody.
Okay.
So when I dating, it's like chit chat, then we're dating, then we're
yes.
Chit chat with somebody. They were pretty nice, and by nice I mean like they were nice. I don't want to give too many details.
Okay.
We went somewhere one time, and they got up, and the seat stank, and I wrote like.
And not that you went down and did this. It was a whiff.
I'm like just looking up here, and they got up, and I'm right there like.
No.
I was like, I'm not talking to her ever again.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was so that was a ghost, a recent ghost. I'm not gonna hold y'all. No, because it didn't ghost, because I still kind of chit chat with them, but it's just not like it used to be. And granted, they didn't ask why or no stuff like that, because we were just chit chatting, so it wasn't like we were at a certain space where it was like we know where this is going. It was just chit chat.
Right.
I was like, oh, never again. I'm not even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I want to ask for one more.
Smells are big to me.
Okay.
Even that's the worst thing. Even on the other side of it, where cheap perfumes or cheap body sprays.
Okay.
They're overpowering. They're overbearing. They linger entirely too fucking long. So it's like you done came over. You was over here last Friday, and I can still smell that cheap shit on mine, and I hate it. Yeah, so.
Smell good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you go through that.
So smells, body hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is so important to me.
No.
Cause
I mean,
no,
I can understand. I can understand why.
No, I'm only like this when I in front of a camera or if I'm going out. The other 99% of the time,
multiple times, not in front of a camera,
and you've only seen me at an event or out.
Okay, I might
catch me the other 90% of the time. I look like Adam Sandler. I wash cars on the street because my head is like, damn, niggas, you going through something? Like, cause you ain't shaved your head or nothing.
But I will say, just the way you carry yourself in general is at a higher standard than other men. I will say that.
I would say I'm regular, and people who with just poor hygiene are under. I'm really like just regular as fuck. Like I dress like
that.
Adam Sandler 90% of the time.
I
Sweatpants
like-
is my favorite thing to wear,
Yeah.
and the t-shirt don't even be matching. Like I be having like
Yeah.
the what we just talking about green or the what green, not forest green, but the other green.
Oh yeah, the hunter green.
Hunter greens.
Yes.
Sweats on with a
Yes.
with a red t-shirt. Like I don't be
See,
caring.
I like what you just said, but at the same time, it seems, and I don't want to. I'm not talking about everyone here. It seems like the majority is under. You know, that's why it seems when people are taking the extra time,
Okay.
it seems so different because
Okay.
you know.
I understand that. So I do have a cheat code because my friend Unica, shout out to
Okay.
Styles by Unica, she did teach me a lot because I've been looking back to the little memories pop up on Facebook. I used to dress, and I used to thought I was putting that shit on, but baggy, like it was
Yeah.
terrible. So now I know
Yeah.
my color palettes.
Okay.
Like I know how to,
I love that.
switch it up,
Right.
blend them, all that,
Right.
thanks to her. And it's really when it comes to fashion and dressing, period. It's just it's a style thing, but it's just like just knowing colors and color palettes and stuff like
Yes.
that. Like for me, like I don't buy designer stuff.
Mhm.
Like my stuff be cheap as heck. Like
Mhm.
these are True Religion pants.
Mhm.
Ain't the one with the horseshoe?
Yeah.
Oh,
The little.
See, I don't. They were just at Gabe's.
I mean, don't even ask me.
Gabe's
because
is my
I'm not
favorite
sure.
store, so these were at Gabe's. And I was like, oh, I like those. I like the color. This shirt
Right.
came from the Wish app or Temu. One of them. It was like $8.
Okay.
Like
It looks great.
I'm very
on
these
you.
boots.
Period.
I think they were like $20-some.
Okay.
Like I just know how to put the shit together to make it look good, but I don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm very much the same. I'm a bargain shopper. I'm not gonna spend an excessive amount of money.
Yeah, I'm not spending.
Yeah,
money
I agree.
on no clothes for sure.
I agree.
You got to follow up. You said you had one more. Or was that the one more?
That was the one more.
Okay. Let's go. Now we're gonna go deeper. That was a fire round. That was to warm you up, get you warm and toasty. You had your drink.
Yeah.
You know. Now we're gonna go a little deeper. What's something that you've learned about yourself? Let's say the last 2 or 3 years in dating. So, what's something about yourself that you've learned about yourself during dating?
The number one thing is that once we get to a certain point, especially if it's physical, I need some type of agreement, conversation, or a title. That's just how I am. Yeah, everyone doesn't like it. Everyone's not ready for that. But I tell people like, hey, just don't give me sex because I will attach that to emotion very easily.
Yeah. That's sex and emotions goes hand in hand.
I mean, but everyone doesn't feel that way. Like a lot of people now are having sex, they don't kiss, they don't foreplay.
What?
Yeah, so it's a little awkward.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, and it gives I don't know.
I'm just trying to get a nut off.
Yes, it gives interaction. It gives like you want to use me.
Crazy. It gives transaction.
Transactional. That's what I meant. We're gonna fix it. But yeah, it gives transactional. It gives you want to use me for 10 minutes or 20, whatever, 5. All
right. So one thing is
yeah.
Clarify. One thing you've learned about yourself is that
I get deep fast if we're gonna get physical fast. So be ready for the ride.
Okay. So what I hear, break that answer down, and this is what this book is really about. It's like when you ask those questions, it allows you, if you're a thought provoker like myself,
yes, absolutely,
it allows you to analyze the answer and then dive a little deeper.
For sure.
So for me, what I got out of that, if we were dating and you told me that, I would get out of that, I attach sex to connection.
Yes.
So for us, if we have sex, that means that before I think about having sex with you,
Yes.
I need to make sure that this is something that I'm going to take a little bit more serious than just something casual. Because if I'm thinking this is casual right now, once I fuck the shit out of you, it's going to get deeper quick.
And
so
let me tell you
now
why.
it will allow me, without having a why, you don't have to have a why. That allows me, if I'm a most emotional, intelligent man, and
Yes.
if I'm really serious about dating, like, okay, well, let me hold off on having sex a little bit longer.
Yeah.
To get to know her a little bit more, to make sure that we're a little bit more compatible before I take it there. Okay.
Because things very non-sexual turn me on.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's.
So, again, if we were dating right now, we were having this conversation, that's what this book is about. I would then follow up with that, like, okay, so, because I know myself. I can only speak for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know me. I'm a listener. I listen to your wants, needs, and likes, and all that one shit, and I act on those things.
Absolutely.
So if you say you like flowers and XYZ, I'm going to do that. And I know, for just hearing that and knowing women how I know women, just the fact of just getting you these flowers, not getting you no basic shit, because I'm a expert. Because of my friend Unica, that was her favorite thing. So I used to always buy her flowers, big, different.
Bouquets.
Have my dude Glenn. Y'all know Glenn. Y'all know white boy Glenn who come in the club with the flowers.
Yes.
Glenn, I need a bushel. I need a put me something real nice together. So once I come with them, I know that's a non-sexual thing that would turn you on.
Yes.
And make you want to fuck me.
Very much
so I would have to have the strength and the willpower to not accept it in a way. Because, like, women, y'all not, like, some of y'all aren't just like, oh, I'm gonna pounce on that dick. Y'all will throw, like, sexual innuendos, like, to let us know. So I would have to be able to, like, matrix that and be like, nah, not yet, because I don't know where we're at. Because I know if I fucked the shit out of her, it's gonna escalate things. But I just still wanted to give you this nice gesture, give you this nice set of flowers. That makes a lot of sense.
Like, the fact that you thought about doing it because you said I liked it. You know what I mean? That will just, I'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah. But that's innately a woman thing. Like,
yes, absolutely.
Y'all will. It's the thought that really counts to y'all for sure.
Really.
And I was telling somebody about dating, because I made a post about men asking, like, once they pursue y'all, be like, oh, where you want to go? And his defense to that was like, well, I want to make sure, I want to take her somewhere that she really wants to go. I don't want to flop. I don't want to take her somewhere that's terrible,
Right.
And I said, well, one, you'll get more, it's better for you to just plan it and it flop than for you to say where you want to go, because most women are going to be, like, turned off. And you do that by having conversations, communicating with them, what they like. Do you like seafood? What's your favorite food?
Right.
Seafood. Okay, cool. What seafood spots are in the city that's really good? Do my research. Now, if I take you to the seafood spot that I did my research on that was supposed to be really good, and it turns out to be bad, poor service, and it turns out to be shitty, I'm still going to get the same amount of points.
Yeah.
Because I was thoughtful, because it's the thoughtfulness that counts with y'all. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Your turn. A deep question.
No, for sure. Tell me, how do you deal with personal insecurities coming into a new relationship?
I can't. I cannot. Y'all know me. I drink like a fish, so I'm gonna drink some more to that.
Oh my god!
You got something in there?
You can top me off.
Okay, we don't went to that bottle. Okay. My female friends.
Yes.
Bless them. Because they made me helped. They played a significant role in the good man that I am today.
That's beautiful.
Because I didn't give a lot of grace. Once I see an insecurity, you talking about ghosting, baby. I take you to a nice place. Da da da. You take. I bet you probably take all your girls here. Ha ha ha. You're. I'm talking about. You're not even getting the text at the beginning of the night, end of the day. Like I'm never texting you back ever again.
Yeah, done.
Like, because those are signs of insecurity that I've seen from just my history. So one thing I also talk about with people is that you're supposed to, when you date, you're supposed to add things to your list, basically. If a person does this, like the next person does it again, like they're X them off.
Right.
So whenever I deal with people with insecurities, they automatically get X'd off because I've dealt with them before, and they never overcome the insecurities. Granted, me being who I am, me being who I used to be. So a lot of people know me from being Adam the Jeweler, being popular, that was the light skin.
Yeah. Adam the Jeweler.
That nigga was different. He was way different. So I know these days, I have to put in a little bit more work, a little bit more over explaining. But I'm fine with that because I've dealt with it for decades now. Almost 2. Yeah. But it's just insecurities I can't really get down with past communication. I let them know, like, hey, I'm able to identify them now. Hey. Matter of fact, I just talked to somebody literally 2 nights ago. Because they kept saying retired. They kept calling me a retired thought. I hated it. I hated it.
It's a little disrespectful.
Granted, they're funny. I'm funny. We have a funny thing.
A little banter.
But I let it go a couple times and we're like, okay, the next time you say it, I'm gonna have to give her a talk. Yeah. So I give her a talk. Like, look, I don't like that. Like, it's equivalent to saying like me and you going somewhere and you saying, oh, you must take all your girls here. It's equivalent to you being like, oh, you must have a lot of hoes. Like,
but like also after you say something once or twice and it's like,
there's a little truth to it.
Yeah,
that's what I told her too.
You're like pushing.
It's a little truth. I'm just talking shit.
You're like pushing that narrative.
It's a little truth to every joke.
Right.
That's what I told her. That's literally what I said verbatim. So I literally just had to talk to her like, so I don't like that because like my evolution. I wouldn't even say growth because I've like a lot of Unica knows a lot of people I used to talk to back in the day. They be like, Adam, he's different. Like he's total. I've evolved totally from where I used to be.
Yes.
So for anyone to try to put me in a box or put me back to where I used to be, like it's like a cut off. So now, how do I handle it? I communicate. Hey, that seemed like a little insecurity. Understand why you may have that empathy. My best friends teach me empathy and grace.
Right. Because
you dealt with men who made you feel X, Y, Z or insecure, But I'm here to let you know that I'm telling you, this is verbatim. I had this conversation with my last ex. I didn't do nothing to you. I'm not digging myself out of a hole that I did not put myself in.
Yeah.
I understand where you come from, what you've been through, but I deserve a clean slate because I've shown you.
Absolutely.
I didn't tell you. I've shown you I'm different.
Yeah.
You said I was different. Now I'm talking to you now. Know I'm different just from what so somebody I'm intimate with, they're going to know that I'm different.
They should.
So I'm different. So I expect a clean slate. So don't come with your insecurities. And if you do have insecurities, because none of us are perfect. Healing is a forever journey.
Yes, absolutely.
If you have insecurity, just bring it to me in a question form. Hey, I seen you posted XYZ on Facebook, or you commented on XYZ. I need give me a little bit more clarity. Why you and I'm gonna break it down to you. Okay, I posted that because I just seen a video about women and men. So I just said women these days, blah, 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 blah. That's why I said it. Boom, 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 and we move along.
Piggyback off of what you just said. Me personally, I don't like to do the question form because then it seems almost I don't want to say condescending, but it seems like a trap when it's in question form.
Mm-hmm. And
I
I feel I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, and so I like to just tell someone very blatantly, like, hey, this made me feel some type of way.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
You
It can
know,
be that way. It can be either way.
like I'm not trying to ruffle your feathers or start an argument here.
Right.
But it did make me feel some type of way. I'm telling you, you do what you want. You know,
With
you know
that
what I'm saying, with
information.
that, right? So you can either, like you said, i.e., explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, a lot of guys are like, it's your problem. It's on you, whatever, bitch. Like, okay. But so yeah, it's very different sides of the track. But yeah, I think the question form thing can almost be kind of tricky because I feel like a lot of women try to do that, but then it come across a whole
crazy. So
yes.
Again, but me being a man of emotional intelligence, even if that does come across kind of condescending,
you know what the question
I know
is.
How to filter through that.
Right.
Like, okay. I mean, because at the end of the day, what I preach so much about is that we're not perfect.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people think that healed means that they're never triggered. And it's like, that's not what healed means.
Right.
Healed means that you're able to identify
when
I'm triggered.
Yes.
This triggered it.
Yes.
Let me talk.
Yes. And now you know how to go about it in a much better way, right, versus
because
the
everyone's gonna be triggered. So whether it's question form or whether it's just blatantly like,
absolutely,
hey, this made me feel like XYZ, da da da. And I feel like when you are operating in, and this is what I talk about in my book, like the foundation has to be communication.
Yeah.
Because communication is the number one most important thing in any relationship. Because everything literally, whether sex, you have to communicate sex is bad or sex is good. You have to finances, you have to communicate without feeling like you're being attacked or da da da.
Right.
Like communication is essential to any relationship, friendships.
No, I agree
some
with
friends
you.
be taking offense to certain things or whatever. So, like, just being able to communicate. Yes. I'm offended. I'm triggered. Let me help you solve it.
Right.
I'm gonna communicate back. I'm not gonna feel like you're attacking me. I'm not gonna feel like you're calling me a cheater. Da da da. Right. I'm like, okay, I respect that. Okay. You took it wrong. Yeah. It's supposed to be like this. It was because of this. Blah, blah, blah. But here's a caveat to that. I highly 100% expect unequivocally for you to accept my answer.
What you're saying. Okay.
That's the key.
Okay. Right.
You ask me a question, I'm going to give you the honest answer.
Right.
The best way I can. Yeah. And I'm an over-explainer already.
Yes.
So I already know I'm not giving you a blame like, man, I don't know why she putting hard eyes on my picture and saying like, she can't wait to see me again. That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? I'm going to give you the best answer. Yes. And I'm not a cheater. I'm not an ancient ass nigga. I'm not a conniving guy. So I'm like, and I expect you to just take that answer.
But to the respect that you're leaving it very clear and it's not an open-ending answer where I have more questions after.
That part.
Okay.
That part, for sure. Like I said, because I'm an over-explainer.
Absolutely.
And I'm able to identify like, okay, based on your rebuttal.
Absolutely.
Okay, she didn't understand it. So, okay. And then also understanding people's language.
Yes.
Period. Some people need examples. Some people need. Okay, so say for example, okay, it's like if actually, you know what I mean, and put it in an example form to get you, whatever it takes to get you to understand what I'm saying. So, for me, like once I give you the explanation, if you choose not to accept it because you've created another narrative because of your insecurities,
absolutely,
then at that point, I'd rather be able to like, hey, that was a narrative you just made up. You went left with it. You went negative when you could have went positive with it. You chose to go negative and keep going down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
I gave you my explanation. There's nothing more I can do for you. Now where do we go from here?
Right.
And you only have a few times. Back to your question. That's a long story long.
No, because what's very interesting is when I asked you the question, I was asking about personal, and you immediately went into the other one, person. So that's good. I'm glad I
What?
got all that. Yes.
Oh, what I how I handle insecurities because when it comes to insecurities, it's always the other person having some sort of insecurity for some way, for some reason, or whatever
It's
it may
never
be.
self.
Me? Oh, so asking me about having insecurities?
I mean, that was the original question.
Oh, I
What's
thought you
your
were talking about other
personal?
people.
Yeah, I mean, I got that. That's
Um.
what you thought.
Oh, okay. It must be the wine.
I
I
let
don't
you
really have
away with it.
insecurities though.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you. There are some of us that exist without insecurities. Believe it. It's not us. It's you.
That part. Like when you think of when you think about insecurities, it's usually a I don't know what the definition is, but we might pop it in here somewhere.
Yeah.
If I have to think of the definition while looking at it off the top of my head, it's usually a something within yourself triggered by something outside that triggers something from your past and or deeper things
Yes.
within yourself. Insecurities is
Absolutely.
something within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like I don't have anything that's like I dated a burlesque dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I could have been insecure about that, but I'm right there like, you know what? Let me buy you a whole outfit. Like a thong one that I'm not even trying to minimize you or like,
Yeah.
oh, it has to be full bottom. A thong
Yeah.
one with the little
Because
pasties.
I want you to be the best at your craft and look
that
the
you
best.
can be.
Absolutely.
I'm buying a duffel bag, but inside the duffel bag it was cool as shit. Duffel bag, but then like it has these collapsible like racks, so you pull the rack out and then you hang your stuff from the duffel bag. So it's like I want you to like I don't come with insecurities because I'm secure within myself.
Yes.
I lost it that quick.
I'm very much the same. People think I'm like trying to be cocky or away, but it is really nothing someone else could do that can make me feel some type of way, that make me feel insecure with myself because I know who I am. I know
That
what I
part.
do. Um, if you wanna, I don't know, go hang out or even sleep with, Sally Sue or whatever, the best to you. It's no hard feelings. If she has something that I don't have, I mean, I love that for you. Go seek that. Go reach that. I mean,
Nah,
seriously.
I'm not
because
going there with security.
I'm just saying.
We're definitely breaking up if you want to go fuck somebody else.
No, I'm just saying this as far as like people make it like that. Like, oh, I can go over here and she's got a BBL and a SRT and she about to flip my taxes. Like, great, do that. I'm saying though. You know what I mean? Like me myself, I know what I can do, what I can provide. I know and think that I'm lit within myself. I don't need anyone to validate it or wait on you to come to your senses. Like, nah, it's fine.
That's why I don't have insecurities.
I feel that.
A person's
I
gonna
feel
do whatever they're gonna do regardless.
Way harder than you can understand. Cause like, yeah, people will be like, oh, you have no flaws. No, I have flaws. I'm very open with them. I'm gonna tell you them up front.
That part.
And that's just what's gonna be what it is. And you can either accept it or no. But am I about to sit and be like, oh,
argue with you or babysit you about some insecurities?
I'll change or this and this is this person. I know him for 10 years. Like, nah. If you're in my home multiple times in my bed, okay, dick in mouth, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm just saying.
All right, let's go to fire round.
Okay, fire.
But before we go to fire round, I gotta shout out my friend, who sponsored these nice wine glasses, Springs and Steel. These are stainless steel wine glasses. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't know what it is about stainless steel or metal, but they just make everything taste better out of it. I told her I drink juice out of these. Cold juice, all that. So y'all know me, I always keep some wine stuff in. I always keep some nice, different looking wine glasses.
We've been drinking for a while and it's still cold. Like, I can feel it in my hands.
Yeah, it was kind of cold underneath.
It's
I had to put my
cold.
hand down here.
Yeah. Right.
And she customized it. She made me some for my Airbnb that have like hearts on there and it says honeymoon hideout. Not these, but she made me another set.
Some other ones,
But
but
yeah.
no, the
Shout out
the
to my
color is
friend
nice,
Springs and
classic.
Steel. Like I love these wine glasses. And then she just got gold. Gold, this black. I think she has like a chrome, and I think she has gold, but she just got the gold ones in for sure. Like, yeah.
Rose gold, sis. He gonna send me the link. Don't even worry about it.
So, yeah, Rose gold in. Let's go to fire round. All right, you went first last time. Fire round. We're gonna go sweet or savory.
Savory.
Hmm.
Texting or calling.
Calling for sure. Mm-hmm. Spontaneous trip or planned getaway.
Planned.
Why? Because you got to plan your outfits?
Yes. Hair,
I was say
makeup, toes, everything.
You gotta plan your. You gotta plan your. Okay.
Yes. Coffee or dinner date?
Dinner date for sure, because I don't like coffee.
Me neither.
But I don't like dinner dates as far as like a first date. Dinner dates is like down the line.
You know what? I agree. I have the same rule. Our first date have to be in the daylight.
Yeah, some regular.
Wow, that's interesting.
Dinner and dancing or movie night.
Dinner and dancing. Feed me and we
outside. Okay.
Okay. Physical touch or words of affirmation?
A physical touch. I'm a very tactile person. I'm a cuddly, touchy, hand on thigh while I'm gripping the grain.
Yeah, let me feel it.
All that. Yeah,
I love that. Okay.
Early bird or night owl?
Damn. Weekdays, early bird. Weekends, night owl.
Okay.
Single mom life. Y'all get me? Y'all feel me? Okay. Love at first sight or grow, real, myth?
Gotta grow, real.
Okay.
Build.
Okay.
Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I moved too fast in the past. Y'all have already been on my ass about going too fast. I've heard you guys. I've received it now. And we're like this.
Okay.
All right. This ain't fire question, but favorite rom-com of all time.
Oh my gosh. I am so glad you asked this. I mean, really, I just got done watching them. I'm gonna give you 3, but they're like together.
Okay.
Knocked Up and This Is 40.
This is 40?
Yeah, because that's the prequel.
I might look them up.
That's the sequel.
I heard of them.
Knocked Up.
Knocked Up sounds familiar.
With
Seth.
Seth.
Okay.
And then This Is 40 with the friend. She was the friend.
I gotta see that. I can't visualize it right now, but
it is classic.
Knocked Up popped in my mind. Okay. But This Is 40.
All of the Fockers. Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, and Kid Fockers. Classic.
Those are funny as shit.
Classic. They're funny as shit.
Okay.
And goddamn, I had one more. You know, all of the 50 First Dates, 30, any
50 First Dates was really good. Adam Sandler.
Any rom-com with a number in it. I'm dead ass serious. 30 wedding dresses, or I'm serious.
That's
you gotta
wild.
Try that theory, and I promise you're gonna be like, "Damn, all of these are funny as shit." Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Your last one. You got the last one. I'm weak.
Worst date you ever had?
That's a fucking fire question.
On my soul. You want to see the paper?
I need to. Worst date I ever had?
Yes.
Honestly, I can say that I've never had a worst date. And it's because initially I do so much chit-chatting.
That's good.
Before I even think
you're smarter than me.
About planning the date.
You smarter than me.
Yeah. So before we go on a date, I already know the vibe. I already know your personality. I already know what you likes and dislikes. I already know that we vibe.
Wow.
I know we can talk. I know we can talk without having something specific to talk about. I know we're going to talk and we're going to go on a bazillion tangents about other things. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I never had a terrible first date.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have. You're blessed.
But there y'all have it. Connections Through Chaos. Another episode in the books.
Fire episode. Have me more often.
I will. I will definitely hold you to that.
People want
Y'all already know. Get the book. It's over 600 questions in there. Get to know people. That's how you. People are gonna tell on themselves. I told women before you accept that first date, talk to that person.
Yes.
A long time. Men specifically are gonna tell on themselves.
Yes.
If you let them talk. I've said that so many times. They're gonna tell on themselves if you let them just talk.
I do that anyway. I break a motherfucker down with the questions. I mean, down, and they're like,
that's gonna let you know
you're asking me this, and I'm like, just the other day, don't you know somebody was surprised I asked their real name?
What?
Yes, they wanted to give me a nickname as a name.
See, I instantly cut.
And they had my phone number.
That's what I'm saying.
And I said, are you okay?
That's when you're supposed to instantly cut somebody off. It's certain red flags you're supposed to be like, man.
But I'm not going to lie. It's so fucking common now. I have to just tell people, like, bro.
No, you just cut them off.
You know my real name. I don't know yours. It's not fair. We're not
I wouldn't even get to. I would like to like. Oh, okay. Click. I'm telling you. Y'all women gotta start.
People are like, yeah, my name is Face, Deuce, Meech, fucking, I don't know, just some stupid.
Fuck that shit. Cut them off.
Heard. I'm getting the scissors out. 2025. We're getting the scissors out.
2025 is the year of the lover. See y'all.